There are objects in the universe so immense and so powerful, they stretch the very limits of imagination. A place where gravity bends reality itself. Where time slows and where light itself is trapped forever. This is not a star or a galaxy, but an infinite darkness wrapped in fire. A black hole so massive and powerful, it dwarfs anything else we have ever found. And its name is...
In 1957, astronomers noticed something strange in the sky. A tiny point of light, captured on a photographic plate. It looked like a star, but something was wrong. It was far too bright, and far too distant, to be a star at all. The object was catalogued without much attention. Ton 618. Just another entry in a sky survey. A dot. But that dot would turn out to be one of the most extreme objects ever discovered in the universe. It would take decades for us to understand what we were really looking at. Not a star, not a galaxy, but something far more powerful. A quasar. One of the brightest, most violent phenomena in existence. Powered by a black hole beyond imagination. At the heart of TON 618 lies a black hole with a mass of 66 billion suns. Not million, not billion alone. 66 billion times the mass of our sun. To understand how extreme that is, we need perspective. The black hole at the center of our galaxy, Sagittarius A*, has a mass of about 4 million suns. That alone controls the motion of hundreds of billions of stars. But TON 618 is over 16,000 times more massive than that. It doesn't just dominate a galaxy, it reshapes our understanding of how black holes can even exist. Every black hole has a boundary, a point of no return. This is known as the event horizon. For our sun, if it were somehow compressed into a black hole, that boundary would be just 3 kilometers wide. But for TON 618, the event horizon stretches across 2,600 astronomical units. 1 astronomical unit is the distance between Earth and the Sun. TON 618's event horizon is 2,600 times that distance. If placed in our solar system, it wouldn't just swallow the planets. It would engulf everything, far beyond Neptune. Over and over again, you could fit the entire solar system inside it. The light we see from TON 618 began its journey more than 10 billion years ago, when the universe itself was only about 3 billion years old. Today, the universe is nearly 13.8 billion years old, which means we are not seeing TON 618 as it is now. We are seeing it as it was in the distant past. Right now, at this exact moment, TON 618 still exists somewhere out there, more than 18 billion light years away. But whatever is happening there today, we won't know for another 10 billion years. TON 618 is not just massive, it is feeding. Surrounding the black hole is a swirling disk of gas and debris. An accretion disk. Matter spirals inward at incredible speeds, approaching the speed of light. As particles collide, temperatures rise into the millions of degrees, and the result is light. Unimaginable amounts of light. At its peak, TON 618, shone with the brightness of 140 trillion suns. It outshines entire galaxies, hundreds of billions of stars, dimmed by a single point of light. Now imagine, you are traveling toward it. At first, it looks distant, almost peaceful. But as you get closer, reality begins to distort. Light bends around it. Space itself curves. This is the effect of extreme gravity, predicted by general relativity. Time begins to slow down. To you, everything feels normal. But to an outside observer, you appear to move slower and slower, as if frozen in time. Eventually, you reach the event horizon, the point of no return. And here's the strange part. You wouldn't notice crossing it. No line, no barrier. Just a silent transition into a region where escape is impossible. From this moment on, every path leads inward. As you fall deeper, gravity begins to pull unevenly on your body. Your feet are pulled harder than your head. This effect, known as spaghettification, stretches you apart. But here's what makes TON 618 different. Because it is so massive, the tidal forces at the event horizon are weaker than in smaller black holes, which means you might survive longer after crossing it, longer to fall, longer to witness the impossible, until eventually you reach the center, the singularity, a point where density becomes infinite, and our understanding of physics completely breaks down. What happens there? No one knows. TON 618 is more than a black hole. It is a window into the early universe, a reminder of how violent, how chaotic, and how vast reality truly is. Somewhere, far beyond our reach, it still exists, silent or blazing, feeding or waiting, and we will never see it as it is now, only as it was. A message carried by light, across billions of years, a story from a time we can never return to.